So for the part 2 of this video, we will talk about how to evaluate and graph the limits of a function using the table of values. We will provide several examples regarding this. If you want to watch the part 1, nasa description ata or nasa pinned comment. Anyways, let us start. So let us say you are given the limit of the function 3x squared plus 4x plus 5 as x approaches 2. So, how will we evaluate and graph this function? Now, first of all, let us use a table of values. So, the table of values, if you don't know what it looks like this. Yan. Medyo pangit pero okay na yan. Anyways, now, in our x column here, we need to pick values less than or great and less than and greater than 2, and let us list them in ascending order. So anyways, yan. Ano bang numbers less than 2? We can use 1, 0. So for now, let us use 0 and 1. Don't forget 2 because we need that. So, kasi ito yung basis natin. Anyways, next, greater than, ano yung values greater than 2? It's 3. Usually, ang ginagamit, ilang x values ang ginagamit, it's usually 3 or more than 3. As long as it's enough for you to graph the function, then it's okay. Next, now what do we do with these x values? We just substitute it to the function and write out the result. Oh, so let's say ito, x is equal to 0. We just need to substitute. It's gonna be 3 0 squared plus 4 0 plus 5. So let us evaluate. 0 squared is 0 times 3 0. 4 times 0 is 0 plus 5, it's 5. Ayan. So it's 5. Now what ano naman kapag 1? So let us just substitute 1 for x. So that's just 3 times 1 squared, which is 3, plus 4 times 1, which is 4. So 3 plus 1 is 3 times 1 is 3 plus 4. So 7 plus 5 is 13. Tama ba? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pala, sorry. 12. So if x is 1, y is equal to 12. Now next, what if it's 2? Now we just need to again plug. So 3 times 2 raised to 2 plus 4 raised to 2 plus 5. So 4, 2 raised to 2 is 4. 4, 8, 12 times 3, 4, 8, 12. 12 plus 8 kasi 4 times 2. So, tama. Tama. Yan. 12 plus 8 is 20 plus 5 is 25. Yan. Now, last, it's 3. So, 3 raised to 3, raised 3 raised to 2 plus 4 4 times 3 plus 5. Mukhang F. Plus 5. So, this is gonna be 9 plus 9 times 3. So, 27 plus 12 plus 5. So, 12 plus 5 is 17. So, 27 plus 17, it's 14. Carry 1. 3, 44. So, if x is 3, y is equal to 44. Now, how do we, ano nang gagawin na natin sa table of values na to? We can use this to graph the function 3x squared plus 4x plus 5 as x approaches 2. Now, maglalagay lang ako ng Cartesian plane. Ayan, Cartesian plane. Tapos, we just need to lay out the x and y values. Now, if x is equal to 0, so saan ang x, itong x-axis natin, itong y-axis natin. So, where is x is equal to 0? Nandito siya. Wait lang, ayan, nandito siya. And y, if x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 5. So, akyat tayo ng 5 units. Assume na natin na nandito. So, around here, 5. Kunyari yan yung 5. 5. So, nandito yung first. Ito. Yan. Next, if 1, x is equal to 1, so nandito si 1. Nandito si 1. Tapos, if x is 1, y is equal to 12. So, sa taas yan. Kunyari nandito yung 12. Yan. Kunyari nandito yung 12. Kapantay lang. Yan. Kunyari nandito yung 12. Ay, ba't green? Kunyari nandito si, 12. Yan. Kunyari nandito. 12. So, that is the next one. So, next, if x is equal to 2, y is equal to 25. So, kunyari, andito si 25, no? Kunyari lang. This is just a rough sketch of the graph. It's not accurate. Pero kunyari nandiyan si 25. Yan. Then, lastly, if x is equal to 3, y is equal to 44. So, kunyari nandito yung 44, di ba? Yan. Yan. So, after you plotted the points, we can just connect them. So, it's gonna look like this. Okay. Connect lang natin yan. So, the graph of, ito. Yan. The graph of the limit of the function will look like this. However, this is not like the full version of the graph. It is just the graph that kung ano man yung ginamit nating table of numbers sa value ng x sa ating table of values, it will reflect on on your graph. However, it is not necessarily the graph of the function. It is just as I said earlier, the values that you use in x. Kasi itong function na to, ito na yan, it's a parabolic it's a quadratic function. Ibig sabihin, yung graph niya magiging parabolic. Let us test. Kasi, let us test lang. So, lagay lang natin ito sa gilid. Para, since ito yung since also all positive siya, from here to here, it's all positive. Of course, yung positive side lang ng graph yung makikita natin. What if we use the negative ones naman? Let's say, nag-start tayo sa negative 1 and we ended with 2. Yan. Burayin natin. So, ayan. We just substitute these values here sa function. So, ang 2, alam na natin kanina, 25. Tapos, ang 1, ano nga ulit yung 1? Ayun, 12. Tapos, yung 0 is 5. 12, 5. Now, what is negative 1? You just substitute it again. So, it's gonna be, I think 12. Or, wait lang. Negative 1 squared plus 4 times negative 1 plus 5. So, it's gonna be 3 minus 4 plus 5. So, 4 plus 5 is 9. 3 minus 9 is negative 6. So, negative 6 ang ating negative 1. So, yan. Negative 6. So, let us plot where negative 6 is. Let us say, if x is equal to 1, kunyari nandito, negative 1, nandito yan si negative 1, y is equal to 6. So, kunwari, nandito si 6, just barely above 5 here. So, yan, nandito si 6. Ay, mali pala, baliktad pala, sorry. Correction pala, it's not supposed to be negative 6, but instead, it's negative 4. Kasi, let's say, yan, 1 squared plus 4, 1 plus 5. So, it's gonna be 3, kasi negative 1 raised to 2 is just 1. So, 3 times 1 is 3, minus negative to. Yan. 4 times negative 1 will be negative 4. So, it's just negative 4 plus 5. So negative 4 plus 5 is 1. Negative 1. So negative 3 minus negative 1. 3 minus negative 1 will be negative 4. So it's just uh, instead of negative 6 is negative 4. Now, if x is equal to 1, nakikita natin na ang ating y is equal to negative 4. So nasa baba yan. Around here. Yan dito. Negative 4. Negative 4. So nandito. So we can see that the graph extends beyond and so nag-extend pa siya. So what if we used more negative values so we can see how the graph looks like on the negative side. So ayan, let us use negative 2 so we can expand further from the to the negative side para makita natin yung shape ng graph from the negative side. So negative 2 we just substitute negative 2. Yan. 3 squared plus 4 times negative 2 plus 5. So 3 times negative 2 raised to 2 it's 4. So 4 times 3 is 12 minus kasi 4 times 3 is 12 4 tapos plus 5. So 12 plus 4 it's 12 minus 4 12 11 10 9 8 8 plus 5. Bakit 4? Ano pala? 4 times negative 3 it's negative 12 plus 5. Yan. So negative 2 pala. 8 pala to. Hindi 4. 8. Yan. Plus 5. So 12 minus 8 it's just 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. So if x is equal to negative 2, ang ating y is 9. Is equal to 9. So nandito 9. So let us plot. Let's say nandito yung negative 2. Yeah, nandito yung negative 2. So where will our 9 be located? So assume natin nandito lang. Barely above 5. Ayan. So nandito. Lagyan natin 9. 9. So andito lang siya. Ayan. So as you can see, unlike from earlier na it looks like it's descending downwards from there, it went upwards. So it went like this. It went like this. Ayan. So we can see that this graph is parabolic. We can't do this because iba yan. The graph looks like this. Yan. The graph looks like this. And based on the trends, if it's negative 3, it's gonna rise further. So from negative 4 naging 9. So it's gonna rise further and further as the negative value of x gets lower and lower. Kasi the negative value, let's say negative 2 is less than negative 1. So it gets lower. Tama. So it gets lower and lower in a sense. So as x gets lower and lower, the y gets bigger and bigger. So we can assume that it goes like this. So as you can see, instead na akala mong linear lang yung function, it is parabolic pala. Yan. 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 So it looks parabolic. Ang pangit ng ano. Yan, it looks parabolic. Yan. And it matches naman with our graph kasi this is a quadratic function. And quadratic functions have a parabolic graph. Ayan. Now, how do we identify the limit? The limit is the value of x. The value sa table of values mo na kapag pinlog mo yung sinubstitute mo tong ina-approach niya, yun yung value. Let's say as x approaches 2. Ayan. So hanapin natin yung point ng 2 sa graph natin. So, nandito yung 2, diba? So, anong point, nasan yung point ng 2? So, around andito, diba? So, saan siya nakamatch? Sa 12. So, ang limit natin, as x approaches to, of this function is equal to 12. And you can see naman, here, at it's, bakit 25? Ay, sorry, 1 pala yan. Nandito pala yung 2. Yan, nandito pala yung 2. So, if we go up, and look at to the right, makikita natin na as x approaches to, nakikita natin na it approaches the value of 25. So, it matches naman with our table of values. So, kapag yung pinanood yung ating last value, ay last video, which is substituting, pag sinubstitute mo, itong value na to sa function na to, it will output, it will give 25 as an answer. So, that's how you get the limit of a function using the table of values. So, what if given lang sa inyo yung graph and you are asked to find the limit of the said graph as x approaches to? Ayan. Ayan. So, basically, all you need to do is to find the value that the limit is approaching. So, in this case, it's 2. So, we just need to find the 2 here. So, it's here located. Ayan. So, we need to find the y value. So, if we go up, ayan, we need to find the y value that corresponds with 2. If we go up, we can see that, baliktad. Ayan. We go up and we go to the x-axis, ay the y-axis. Ayan. Kumbaga rise over run lang, parang gano'n. Ayan, we can see that, if x is equal to 2, then our y is equal to is equal to 3. So the limit of this graph is equal to 3. Yan. Mali pala. So ang graph nito is equal to 3. Yan. So that's how you get the limit of a function given, baka masabing factorial 3. Yan. So if you are asked just the graph and you are asked to find the limit, just look at the y value, ay the x value of the limit. In this case, ito yan. Ayan yan. Dito ka lagi titingin. Then look at the graph, find the corresponding value, then go up and towards the y-axis to find the corresponding y value. So, ang limit ng graph na to is equal to 3. So, if you notice, this is just the graph of the absolute value of x plus 1. But it doesn't matter kasi hindi naman ibibigay yung function, but instead, yung lang naman, yung graph lang naman. So let us have this one as the last example. Find the limit of x as approaches of this function as x approaches to. So if you are familiar with this is also the last last example that we've given from the part 1 of this video. So from that video, we determined that the limit of this function is does not exist. So the limit of the function does not exist. However, ang technique na ginamit natin doon is proving through the left and right hand limits. Pero however, there's another way to prove this, and it's through graphing in the table of values. Now, let us use this table of values as an example, as like this, yeah. Let us use -1. So, as again, pag mag-construct kayo ng table of values, greater than, equal, greater than, equal, and less than the values of 2. So, diba, parang kamukha nito. Parang siyang emoticon. Yeah. Anyways, yan. Let us start with -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Basta laging included yung value na ina-approach natin. Now, or we can just use 3, I guess. So, from 3 na lang tayo para hindi masyado malaki yung graph. So, let us start with 3 first. So, 3 is, let us substitute 3 from this function. So, it's gonna be square root of 3 minus 1 over 3 plus 1. So that is just square root of 1, which is 1, over 3 plus 1 is 4. So uh, if x is equal to 3, our y is equal to 1/4 or 0.25. Tama, 0.25. 25. Ayan, 0.25. Now, if it is 2, so let us just substitute. So let us substitute if it's x is equal to 2, so it's just 2 minus 1. Ay, actually, mali. Ulitin natin yung 3. Ayan. Kasi 3 minus 1 is 2 pala. Square root of 2 over 4. So, ayan yung ano. Mali pala. It's minus 2 pala. Supposed to be minus 2. So, x plus 1. So, 3 minus 2 is 1. So, it's the square root of 1, which is also equal to 1. So, it's just square root of 1 or just 1 over x plus 1. In this case, it's 3. So, 3 plus 1 is 4. So, it's just 1/4. So, or 0.25. Ayan. Next, what if it's what if x is equal to 2? So it's the square root of 2 minus 2 over x plus 1. So we can see that uh, the square root of 0 is just 0 over 2. 2 plus 1. 0 over 2, 0 over 2. And it's 0. So if it is 2, it is equal to 0. Next, let us use 1. So it's gonna be a square root of 1 minus 2 over 1 plus 1. So it's the square root of negative 1 over 2, which is, as we know, I over 2. And I is imaginary. It's a complex number, so it doesn't exist. So, lagyan na lang natin DNE. DNE. Or hindi, undefined na lang. Undefined. Yan. Next, what if it's 0? So it's the square root of 0 minus 2 over 0 plus 1. So square root of negative 2 minus over 1. So it's just 2i. When 2i, it's a complex number also, so it's also undefined. Yan. Then lastly, yung negative 1. So where am I again? Ayan. Negative 1 na pala. So negative 1 minus 2 over negative 1 plus 1. So it's just square root of negative 3 over 0, which is 3i over 0, which is just undefined kasi dinivide siya by 0. Undefined. So it's undefined. So what did you notice after the values less than 2? After we use the values less than 2. So everything went undefined. So if the value is less than 2, let's say if x is less than 2, y will be undefined. Let us let's say undefined. So what would this look like in a graph? So let us draw a Cartesian plane. Ayan, let us draw a Cartesian plane. By the way, this Cartesian plane is also valid. Hindi lang nasa gitna lagi yung line, but pwede nasa gilid din. Kung the rest of your values are like positive, you can use this. So anyways, let us now pinpoint. Kunyari na dito yung, wait lang. 1, 2, 3. Ay, mali. 3, and 4. 4. So, dito yung negative 1. Parang layo eh, no? So, usog lang natin. Wait lang. Ayan. So, nandito yung negative 1. Nandito yung 0. Ayan. Where we don't need to write it. Anyways, let us now pinpoint or just plot the graph or the points. If x is equal to 3, y is equal to 0.25. So, kunyari ito, 1, 2, 3. So, 0.25, uh, x is equal to 3, it's 0.25. So, where is 0.25? So, it's definitely less than 1. So, around here. Ayan. Now, let us find the point. If x is equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0. So, nandito na siya. Yan. Now, if it is 1, wala. Undefined, so we will not place a point. If 0 rin, undefined, walang point. And negative 1, walang point. Now, as you can see, as you can notice, the graph looks like this. Ay, mali. The graph looks like this. Yan. 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 Basta pa ganyan. Kasi if like use 4 here. Let's say 4. Yan. Balik natin yung 4. So it's just 4 minus 2 over x, which is 4. 4 plus 1. So it's gonna be square root of 2 over 5. So square root of 2 over 5, it's wait lang, 0.283. So equals to 0.283. So as you can notice, tumataas yung value by small increments. Ayan. So if it's equal to 4, ayan, if it's equal to 4, it's around here. Yeah. Basta around more than 25. So the graph looks like this. Ayan. Pangit ko mag-drawing ng line, pero ayan. It looks like this. And it looks like it's expanding by small increments. Pag ganyan. And you can notice na since undefined yung value, pag papaliit yung x less than 2, wala tayong nalalagay na point sa kabila. So, everything less than 2, kasi wala less than 2, does not exist. Therefore, yung right values lang yung nagli-limit, which is greater than or equal to 2. So it exists. Yan, exists. Now, how do we use this? Since walang values to the left, yung ating graph, pero meron to the right, and katulad nga, i-relate lang natin to dun sa sa conditions ng existing limits, dapat yung limit, yung right hand limit and yung left hand limit must be equal to each other. Since should be equal to each other for the limit to exist. And since walang values to the left, so it's basically an empty set, kumbaga. So wala. From here is an empty set. So wala siyang value. Pero dito to the right, may mga values siya. So we can say that the left limit does not exist, has no values, while yung ating right limit has values. Since kailangan mag-equal para mag-exist yung limit, and yun nga, walang limit yun to the left, ibig sabihin yan, wala tayong limit. Yan. So, yan, we just proved that this limit, the limit of this function doesn't exist by using the first technique in our first video and this one. Through the table of values and graphing. Now, yun. So, ang limit talaga ito ay hindi nag-exist. Yan. Now, so that ends the discussion for our the how to evaluate limits using the table of values and how to graph them. If you have any questions, you can comment it down, and I will try to respond to it as best as I can if I have free time. Ganon. Anyways, our next lesson I think will be one side the one-sided the the left and right limits, new left hand and right hand limits. And after nun, it's the limits of trigonometric functions. So, ayan. Anyways, yun lang. Bye-bye.